Here's the hard-hitting fighter from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. The former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, introducing the bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder. What's going on, all man? Thanks for tuning in once again. Jay's channel. Look, before I get started, man, I just want to ask everyone to please hit the red button. Support the channel. Appreciate the support, man. I see the people coming in, and boxing fans and boxing world, dropping in the channel, man. I appreciate the support for sure. But yeah, man, that's what I wanted to say to start off with. But this is about the Deontay Wilder versus AJ fight. Now I heard him saying that Joshua wants that fight, and I want to dive straight into that, man. This is the fight that I want to see. When I think about the heavyweight division, all I think about is the heavy hitters. That's what the heavyweight division's all about. And the ones that have the heavy hands is Wilder and Joshua for sure. They're the top two, without a doubt. So I mean, this is the most exciting fight without question. And now there's an open window, open door for that fight to happen. In the past, I remember a lot of the reason why it didn't happen. Obviously, people are gonna say he ducked him and whatever. But for me, I think the main reason was the financial negotiations where AJ wanted more, or vice versa. The splits they didn't agree with, and there was talk about a $50 million paycheck or whatever, man. But now there's no reason for negotiations to go off par now, because if you look at Joshua and Wilder now, they've both come off a loss. Both of them have no belts, and even though AJ is, you could say, is more marketable, in some places, you also got to consider that, AJ lost to Usyk worse than what Wilder lost to Fury. You look at the Wilder and Fury fight, and Wilder actually put up a great fight. Even though he lost, he was, number one, as in they did win the round of the year, and that was round 4 when he dropped Fury twice, and that was based on his excitement to the fight. He's the one that knocked him down twice in that round 4. That round 4 was the round of the year. So, I mean, you can't really justify anything about the split here. It's an even split, 50-50. Negotiations should be as simple as that. Wilder, put up a great fight against Fury, who was now ranked number 1 by Ring Magazine. And Joshua lost to Usyk convincingly. A lot of people thought that he gave up. So I mean, negotiations is not a deal here. So I mean, it's looking promising for this fight to happen. The only thing is that we're waiting for is that will Wilder or his management step on up and say, or promote, or reply to her. That's all we're waiting for, because you got to remember, I know that Wilder did lose to Fury, and while they had that rematch for that third fight, Tyson Fury was trying to make the AJ fight, the 2-fight deal. And I can guarantee you that the reason why they butted so highly on this White fight is because they're still thinking about that fight. Joshua is the cash cow. I keep saying this. He's the one that brings in the revenue. Now, if Wilder ever wants to get any sort of revenge against Fury, this is the time to do it. Break that deal with them. I know that Fury, if he beats White, he's definitely going to try to make a 2-fight deal with Joshua, without a doubt. Especially if Usyk is out of the picture for now. Who knows when he's going to return. I can guarantee you, if Usyk is still in the Ukraine, that Tyson Fury will fight Joshua. That's if he gets past one. He will. Without a doubt. It's a no-brainer. They didn't bid so much money on a purse bid, for the Fury-AJ fight not to happen. Now, this is a perfect chance for Wilder to crash that party, to fight Joshua, and possibly, winner will fight Usyk of that, you know what I mean? This is the time to make this fight. This is the time to, make big fights for the fans. This is the fight that everyone wants to see. Negotiations is out of the picture. It's an even 50-50 draw. It's just up to Wilder now. Is he gonna step up to the plate, or is he gonna retire? Who knows? Is the hand fully healed? That's another question. He did break his arm or his hand. He broke his hand, sorry, in the Fury fight. And I believe that if that hand comes right and the doctor gives him the thumbs up and it's 100%, pending on his brew that he's having, to determine if he wants to come back or not, I guarantee you that he will be confident going into the fight if that hand's 100%. That's his deal breaker right there. Now, he did break his hand against Fury in that last fight, but I mean, no excuses. Fury won by knockout. Great fight. And let the great fights continue. This is the time to make great fights right now. Right here, right now. Make that fight happen. The window's there. Like I said, Wilder, if he wants to crash the party, crash it now. Do what they done to you. Stop their planning about, this fight, big fight with Joshua, and you take the fight. You know what I mean? Wilder take that fight against Joshua, and I believe that fight will be a huge fight. I believe that fight right now will be the biggest fight in boxing right now, if that fight would happen. And it needs to happen, It needs to happen. It's a fight that's been delayed for far too long. It's a fight that everyone wants to see, That's the only fight that I really want to see that excites me. Obviously, Fury and Usyk is great. No doubt about it. I really do, acknowledge and admire their skills and all that, man. Fury is awesome. He's an awesome boxer, and he does bring excitement in the press conferences and all that. And Usyk, just his leg movement and all that, and just his work rate and his skills is just very impressive. But like I said, heavyweight division for me is all about the knockouts. Is all about seeing those devastating knockouts. Those exciting rounds, and that's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I don't want to really see too much boxing in the heavyweight division. I want to see the knockouts. That's what it's always been about for me. Now I do enjoy watching 12-round heavyweight fights if it's exciting. But there's got to be knockdowns in it, or else I'll just go to the welterweight and watch that. Obviously they're going to bring more skills and things like that. Not necessarily though, as in, because Usyk, he is very skilled, but you know what I'm trying to say. That the heavyweight division's about the heavy hitters, the heavy punches, the heavy knockouts. The exciting fight where any round, can be over within one punch, and that always comes down to who's fighting, and these two guys are the heavy hitters in the heavyweight division, without a doubt. Now Fury could claim that he is, but to me, he wore Deontay down to knock him down, to finish him off, I should say. I mean, he knocked him down early, but to finish him off, he wore him down and he was on his last legs. But these guys, Wilder and Joshua, they bring different sort of power. Completely different. Um, but I hope that this fight happens. For the sakes of the fans, and just for boxing, man. This fight needs to happen. There's gonna be too much speculation about who's gonna beat who. There's gonna be too much talk about he would have beaten him, or if he fought him. Just make the fights happen. The window's there, the opportunity's there. Now's the time to make it happen, for sure. And I hope that this fight happens. I hope that Wilder's team speaks up. I hope that Wilder speaks up. Like I said, negotiations is a no-brainer here. It's a 50-50 even split. There should be no dramas within negotiating that fight. And winner fights Usyk. Simple as that. Simple as that. And we will see what happens. But this fight needs to happen. This is the exciting fight in the heavyweight division, and I really hope that it happens. I really do. I think I've said that 3 times now, man. That's just how excited I am for the fight. I didn't think that it would even get this far, where Hearn is saying, Joshua wants to fight Wilder. I didn't think that they would go that far, but they have. And I guess it's because he lost to Usyk that badly, maybe. Maybe he really needs to have a big fight. Or else people are always going to say, yo, man, Usyk schooled you. I don't know what the reason is. But Joshua, like I said, if he had fought Usyk, I believe he would have had a good chance. I'm not trying to drag his name down or anything. But I'm just saying, this fight here, man, is more exciting than a Joshua versus Usyk. This fight here is more exciting than a Usyk versus Fury. This is the heavyweight fight that everyone wants to see, or for me, anyway. Drop a comment if you want to see a different fight besides this one. I believe that majority want to see this fight. Joshua versus Wilder. Who doesn't want to see knockouts? Who doesn't want to see the excitement of any round it can be over, But yeah, man, like I said, it's great news. I hope that they say something soon. The Dillian White versus Fury fight is around the corner in April. So, if they don't negotiate or, say anything soon, I believe that Fury's going to, for sure, try to book that fight with AJ. Without a doubt. I wouldn't be surprised if they're talking to them now, trying to make a fight with AJ, saying, yo, man, just hold up until after April, and then we'll make that 2-fight deal. I wouldn't be surprised at all, if Usyk is out of the picture for now. Who knows when he's going to return? There's a possibility that they're already talking about a fight. Like I said, Fury was trying his best to make an AJ fight. He was obligated to fight Wilder, and he wanted to fight AJ. More than one occasion. He was in the arbitration, and he wanted to make that fight. And Wilder, it's time to crash that party. It's time to make that fight that everyone wants to see. Joshua versus Wilder. Everyone wants to see that fight, man. Let's make that fight happen. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, man, in the near future. I appreciate everyone's support. As you can see, man, I've been doing a bit longer videos now because, the public's been tuning in, and, the numbers are going up and things like that, so I want to give back a bit more, a bit more of my time. I always appreciate yours, so I'm going to also give you mine, give you longer videos and things like that, But that's all I wanted to say, man. I'm looking forward to whatever, has in store for us, man, in the next couple of weeks or days or however long it's going to take, man. I hope that fight gets done. I hope that fight happens, man, and I hope that Wilder's team and Wilder comes forward, man, and makes that fight for boxing. If that fight happens, man, I'm going to be stoked, and I'm going to be booking that fight for sure. High quality, man. Got to see that, pay-per-view for sure. I'll book that and all that, man. Front row seats, in front of the TV, obviously. The big screen TV, man. I'm in for that fight, man. I'm in for that fight. If that fight's made, man, I'll book it on the first week that it's out. That it's advertised for booking, I'll book it straight away, without a doubt. If I could fly to see that fight, I'll fly to see that fight. That's the fight for my era, man. Heavyweight division, Wilder versus AJ. That's the fight that I want to see. But like I said, Usyk, Fury, they are great talents for sure. But I want to see the knockouts, man, and these guys will bring that, without a doubt. But yeah, man, thanks for tuning in once again. Like I said, man, hit the red button. Support the channel. And I'm going to keep posting, man. I'm going to keep posting on this boxing. There's still a lot I want to talk about, man. There's still a lot of things that's happening that I'm going to talk about. But, like I said, I'll make the videos a bit longer. I'll give it some time, and then I'll drop another video. At least getting over the 10, 12 minute mark, at least for that, just so that you guys can tune in and listen to, my time that I'm giving up to you guys. And I always appreciate yours, always appreciate your time. And I always appreciate the support, man. For real. You guys are awesome, man. You guys are amazing. And keep supporting me, man. Hit the red button if you're new. And expect more boxing talk, man, and expect more music. And you guys all have a great day, man. You guys all have a great day. And it's a great morning out here where I'm at. And yeah, man, that's all I wanted to say. Stay safe. Appreciate what you got, man. And mainly, man, drop a comment on your take of what's going to go on in this fight, man, or if this fight's going to happen, or just drop a comment in general, man. I look forward to hearing back from you. And thanks for tuning in, man. Peace. God bless you all, man. Have a great day. I'm out. Peace.